ABC 10 News Pinpoint Weather Super 7-Day Forecast.
Past few days have been way too hot, but they've also been really humid. It just kind of feels like my suit's sticking to my body when I walk outside. Fortunately, stuff is kind of taking a turn for the better as we get into the long weekend. So this weekend's going to be warm and sunny, so it's still going to be pretty hot for a lot of us, but the big difference is that we're watching the monsoon moisture leave us behind. That means less humidity, way more comfortable. And then Labor Day is kind of the turning point, because that's when we're going to see another round of monsoon moisture that's going to bring all the humidity right back. But hey, let's just enjoy the morning. Right now, San Diego is really nice. It's relatively warm, and we're coming off a pretty hot day because yesterday, San Diego got all the way up to 88 degrees, a tied temperature record. Other parts of the coast, like Chula Vista, saw highs in the 90s. Escondido reached almost triple digits, and right now we're stepping into a much milder day. Right now, San Diego's at 69 degrees. Hokusai hanging out around 70. Some inland neighborhoods still working their way through the 50s and the 60s, but overall, today is going to be just a little bit cooler than yesterday, and the decrease in humidity just going to make it feel really comfortable. So high of 84 in store for San Diego today. Del Mar reaching up to 76. Our inland highs still going to be in the low 90s for the most part. Mountains will reach up pretty close to 90 degrees, and then the deserts reach into the triple digits today. And there is a beach hazard statement in effect through Monday. So this is pretty perfect beach weather. It's going to be like 78 degrees at the beach. Going to be mostly sunny. We got high tide at 2 p.m. But if you're an inexperienced swimmer, especially, I would watch out for that moderate risk of rip currents. Wave height anywhere from 2 to 4 feet with sets up to 5 feet tall. And so make sure that you're swimming near a lifeguard this weekend and being very careful with that. Also watch out for the UV index. You can burn in as little as 15 minutes out there. So beautiful beach weekend. This weekend's going to be so nice, but I mentioned that return of monsoon moisture that we're expecting next week. We see an area of high pressure over here, and that is going to drive in another round of that high humidity air coming from Mexico. So the impacts on the coast are mainly going to be humidity. Basically, everyone's going to feel that. But for our mountain neighborhoods, it's going to generate a chance of showers. So we could see the biggest chance of showers in the mountains coming on Tuesday, but we could see even more of them, maybe even some thunderstorms in the mix for Wednesday, Thursday, and for Friday. Now, fortunately, we're not expecting thunderstorms in the coast, but the humidity is really what's going to make all the difference. Virtually no temperature difference in between, say, today and Tuesday, but that extra moisture in the air is going to make things feel a little bit stuffy. It'll feel a little better by the time you get to Friday, but the early and middle parts of the week are going to be feeling a little bit of that. And for inland neighborhoods, Tuesday might be kind of a tough one. Humid and a high of 98 degrees, so hot and humid. This is essentially a rerun of what we saw last week. And then there's a slight chance that those showers centered over the mountains could spill over into those inland neighborhoods. So a very slight chance of seeing showers and thunderstorms on Wednesday and Thursday for inland communities. And then there are the mountains. They're seeing their temperatures hanging out around 90 degrees, but notice this. They also have their chance of showers that's going to peak on Wednesday and Thursday. So they have a pretty good rain chance for both of those days. And finally, the deserts, same thing. They're going to be hot. They're going to be humid. So this weekend, we have a perfect sweet spot, warm but not too humid. Then everything changes after Labor Day.